Hi y'all, welcome back to another cleaning video. Today we are going to be switching it up a bit because we need to kind of clean out and reorganize our garage a little bit. I don't know about anybody else, but our garage is one of those places that just over time gets a little bit messed up, and we like to kind of sweep it out and make sure that there's no just junk sitting in here. There was literally just so many boxes and trash and stuff we've been meaning to get rid of for quite a while now, so we're finally dealing with that, mainly because, well, first we needed to do it and we had been meaning to do it. However, we are about to inherit a garage fridge from somebody else. We have a friend here who's moving. They have an extra fridge in their garage. They have to take it out of the house that they just sold, but their new house doesn't need an extra fridge. Like, there's already a fridge in the house and in the garage, so they don't need a third fridge. So yeah, that is why it is coming to us. They just need to get rid of it. They're just giving it to us, drinks included, which is like that. I mean, the fridge alone is like hitting the lottery as an adult. You know, you hit that next level of adulthood when you have a garage fridge, but having the drinks included is just the cherry on top. Like, we just felt so spoiled. So, in order to christen the fridge and bring it into a nice, homey environment, we are finally going to be cleaning out this garage, doing a little bit of a spring cleaning in here, because you know, in Wyoming, nobody's cleaning out their garage during the winter. Absolutely not. So now that it's a nice, beautiful day outside, we're going to be out here getting some fresh air and kind of cleaning, reorganizing, and throwing away things we don't need. And I'm just kind of, you're going to see me kind of like move things around, push things around. In a perfect world, everything that we have would fit on the shelves that we have, but unfortunately that is not the case just yet. Some of this stuff that is just not on the shelf and sitting in the corner over here actually needs to go back to Texas. We just don't have a big enough vehicle to take it with us when we drive back to Texas. So unfortunately, it's just been living with us here for the last 2 years. And yeah, one of these days it will go back to Texas or go to a new home or wherever it needs to be. But for now, it's chilling in the garage. And this bookshelf is so janky. I got it for something else and I broke it while I was putting it together because I'm such a mess. So now it's a garage storage bookshelf. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do. It is what it is. And we wanted to move. We had our Christmas tree over here in the bottom left corner, and we needed to kind of rearrange some things on the shelf to make sure that we could get that Christmas tree off of the ground, because that is where our fridge is about to go. So we're just rearranging things here. I knew that things would fit. We just needed to kind of wiggle things around and make sure that there's room for the fridge. And we wanted to like sweep and everything. And then those are our winter tires for our car. So unfortunately, we're not going to get rid of those. They just need to be stacked somewhere. So in the end, you'll see that basically everything is nice and neat, and the fridge is going to go right here. We actually are going to scoot it over to the left because I couldn't get the door all the way open. As you can see right here, it's hitting the wall, and that was really annoying. So we move it over to the left here so that both doors can open fully. And then in this empty space on the right, we're going to stack our winter tires, and it just fit perfectly. So we were really happy with that. So I just wiped out the fridge and wiped out the outside of it with some Miss Meyer's multi-surface cleaning spray. And now we are putting all of the drinks in here. It's like water, Capri Sun, juice, alcoholic drinks, non-alcoholic drinks, seltzer water, stuff like that. We felt so freaking spoiled. And the freezer part of it, I'm so excited for, because if you've been here for a while, you probably know that we go to Sam's once a month. We live in a really tiny town in Wyoming, and we drive 2.5 hours once a month to go to Sam's, and we buy a lot of our groceries, including like meat and stuff, in bulk, and we freeze it. And now that we'll have a second freezer, we can get so much more stuff, and I can meal prep so much more stuff because now I have more room to actually freeze it. So it'll last the whole month, and I'm so freaking excited for that. So get ready for a Sam's haul video coming up and some meal prepping freezer meal videos coming up, because those are coming. So of course I had to make everything nice and cute and aesthetic, and here is the fridge all done. I freaking love it. And this is the garage kind of all organized. Ignore this toilet. Our half bath, This toilet goes in there. It is having so many problems. It has leaked 3 separate times now from completely different places. So it's a mess. But yeah, this is the garage finished up, looking gorgeous, and our new garage fridge. Another thing that we probably should do a little bit more often is take care of our car. How awful is this back seat? We figured that once we did the garage, we should probably do the car. We probably should do this a little bit more frequently, but we end up only doing it once every couple of months. So my husband took out the car seats and we vacuumed it really, really well. And of course, we had to wipe all this spilled milk off of the leather seats. Oh my gosh, like please, Lauren, get it together. We're just vacuuming it really well, wiping everything down with interior car cleaner or leather cleaner, and then my husband took it to get the tires rotated, the oil changed, and we had like a check engine light on. A couple things needed to be fixed on it, but once that was all said and done, we got the car seats back in and it's looking nice and fresh. And of course, we took it through the car wash as well. I don't know if I mentioned that already. And that is the car done. I wish I had a little bit more clips from that, but it was just chaotic, of course, with the kids running around. So that is all I got to. Now it is time to get to this kitchen. It is an absolute disaster and it needs a lot of help. And I was also meal prepping a little bit in here. I have been having the roughest time. If y'all have seen my last couple of videos, the last few weeks have literally been horrible. I had 2 really tough weeks in a row and then I got sick. So I'm just struggling over here. And I just knew, as much as I didn't feel like cleaning, that I would have another bad day if I didn't have anything ready to go. And I had a messy kitchen and no food ready. So here I am at 9:30 at night cleaning my kitchen. But it is what it is. I'd rather be in bed. But here I am cleaning. That's just how it is sometimes. So I'm just going to clear off this island and give it a nice little wipe down and then move on to cleaning up the clean dishes and then of course loading the dishwasher back with all of the dirty dishes. I also had some parts up here from the garage fridge that I needed to wash in the sink, and so I took those back down to that fridge and started loading up the dishwasher as I was kind of going back and forth between cooking some fish and shrimp on the stovetop while I was loading the dishwasher. So if you see me kind of like jet off to the side a little bit, that is why. Sometimes I just have to multitask to get it all done, especially when it comes to cooking or things that take a while to cook. I like to kind of clean the kitchen as I go, and it makes it a lot easier, just a little bit more manageable for me. I figured while we are doing all of these dishes and I'm loading everything up and I'm just going to hand wash a few things that didn't fit, I should give you guys a little bit of a life update and let you guys know how I am failing as a mom, basically. At least that's how I feel. So if you didn't know, I am a wife and mother. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 5 years now, and just recently we made a huge change. So along with everything just kind of hitting the fan in the last few weeks, I've really been struggling. We had been going back and forth on starting my youngest in daycare. My oldest is in preschool. He never went to daycare, but there's just something else about having 2 kids. Also, we have 2 little kids and we moved to Wyoming 2 years ago for my husband's job. We're not from here. All of our family is 3 states away. We have absolutely no help. And I basically don't ever get a break. For 2 years now, I've gotten no break. I have no help. So it really just has been wearing me down, and it's just been a lot lately. So we finally made the decision to put my youngest in daycare. I will say that if he hated it and he didn't want to go, we wouldn't be doing it, because I had the same opportunity with my oldest to put him in daycare and we just never did. I was just not ready to let go. I was just nervous about it. I'm obviously a stay-at-home mom for a reason. I want to be with my kids during the day. and it feels like a failure to me that I basically can't handle it and I need a break. I'm not going to take a break from being a stay-at-home mom, if that makes sense. Like, I'm still going to cook and clean and take care of the yard and take care of the dogs and do all the things that I normally do, just without the added pressure of having a extremely clingy little kid, or two extremely clingy little kids interrupting me, stressing me out, doing things that little kids do. So it does suck. I literally hate it. I keep going back and forth on if I even want him to go, but it is honestly just the best thing for everybody involved. And like I said earlier, if he honestly hated it or didn't want to be there, he wouldn't be going. But I'm not even kidding you guys. We went to tour a couple of different locations before we decided on which daycare we wanted to go to. We went to tour a daycare in the middle of the day, and of course there's a bunch of other kids there. We get there and Oliver is literally running towards other kids to play with them, like pulling at the baby gate, trying to get into the room with the kids that are his age. And I, of course, asked if it's okay if he can go play, and they said yes. So I just let him in there, and I go and take the tour of the facility, and I literally could have just left for the day. He was so happy to be there and so happy to just play with other kids. He didn't even notice when I was going on the tour, and there was times where he couldn't see me, and he had not a clue in the world. He was perfectly happy and content to be there. So that kind of sealed the deal for me, that he would just be so much happier there, and it would give us both kind of what we need right now. So even though in the back of my mind, it honestly still kind of feels like a failure, because I feel like I'm just putting him in daycare because I'm stressed out, and I would just wish that I could handle the stress better. I know it's still the best thing for both of us right now. And it also doesn't mean that it's going to be forever. I could literally just do this for like 2 or 3 months and then take him right back out, or I could leave him in daycare up until the day he goes to preschool. We are just playing all of that by ear. So now that all the food prep is done and all of the dishes are done and the sink is cleaned out, scrubbed out, I'm just going to do the final little steps, putting away that food, wiping everything down, taking out the trash, and that will be the kitchen done. And then I just wanted to do a quick little something in the living room. I don't do like a for real clean in there. I just basically do a little bit of a tidy. I do like to wake up early in the morning before my kids get up and just have some alone time. So I did want the living room to kind of be ready for that. So I had to bring the other piece of this table in here that had made its way to the dining room. And then I just fixed up the pillows and got out a new throw blanket and got it feeling nice and cozy in here. Of course, while I was picking up this basket, I find a sippy cup that I could have put in the dishwasher, but if that's not mom life, I don't know what is. And that is the clean with me done for today. Just wanted to get everything as reset as I possibly could. Now it's 10:30 at night and I am going to bed. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're cleaning along with me and you still want some company and some motivation, there's a playlist right here on the screen and always linked down below, as well as my other YouTube channel, my Instagram, and my TikTok if you want to follow me everywhere. And I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.